Welcome back to Black Clover Anime Review episode number 164. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, the manga is back for the first time in 3 months. The chapter was just released just today. Because I had heard a few days ago that the series come back today. Yeah, I heard that the 3 month series was on a 3 month hiatus, and now the series is back. Thank you. First up, we have this 2-page spread. By the way, the chapter is called Chapter 332 Found Decoration, where you have basically Asta and Yuno in their attires. Yep, great 2-page spread. Now, the chapter opens up with Lothario, where he's defeated, and we see one of the main members of the Dark Triad take his heart from him, like we are the ones most bring around we humans, and then we jump to a year and 3 months after the Spade King arc. Yes. Now I should point out that this is the second time in the series we've had a time skip, and so we have Asta. By the way, he's wearing a glove to cover the devil mark on his arm. Actually, he's wearing something that would cover his arm up. So he is basically here at the Capitol to receive, basically, he's wearing the title of Senior Magic Knight First Class. They almost reached his goal. By the way, we have this wonderful 2-page spread of all the current captains. Yep, every single one of them. Except for the captain of the Purple Orcas. He's the one who's actually not here. Yeah, with the exception of Purple Orcas, they pretty much have everybody here, which is quite surprising. So, yeah, they mentioned the ceremony was delayed because of Demito's disappearance. Yeah, as for why he disappeared the subject when he was last seen, he was perfectly fine. So, apparently Yuno's become Grand Magic Knight. You really should grant equal to that, but yeah, he says, man. So, apparently, well, Yuno has broken the record for youngest Grand Magic Knight. Apparently, Raoul was apparently the one who had the previous one for that. And of course, they ask the next obvious question: where's Wizard King? You know how this guy's who's. And they mentioned that apparently that, according to Asta, Fagolion, Nozel, and Marlonia were selected as candidates for the next Wizard King. They all declined the matter. It isn't hold for now. Fighting the devil has made us painfully aware how little strength we really have left. Although my sister has just made me feel too much trouble. For both the Spade Kingdom and the Heart Kingdom, recovery is in sight. Peace is gradually coming to the continent. We can't be careless. Even now, we're detecting devil-like activity in the outlying regions of the Clover Kingdom. Yuno and other members of the Golden Dawn and Black Bulls have experience with them. They've still got to investigate. That's why everybody else is gone. I was wondering where a lot of the Black Bulls were. Now, apparently, the only one here from Black Bulls aside from Asta, and of course, Yami is basically Fenrir and Noel. And that's it. Yeah, things showing up. And apparently, Shard's been avoiding him because she confessed his feelings for him when he was on the verge of death. And then he decides to go number 2 because that's a recurring gag in the series. His thing of constantly going to the bathroom. A lot. That's how being a really good warrior. So Shard's got a thing for me. Hurt affection. So basically, he can't exactly. Mr. Yami. I said, how long can it take a dump? Everyone's leaving. I'm going to. Yeah, and of course, everything's going to confess the feelings. And of course, Noel and Mimosa are wondering if he posts them. Nope. And Nero is. Sorosas was wanting the same thing. Yep. And turns out he tried to confess his love to, the sister. Also, I got pointed out that his right arm, which was basically replaced by double arm, apparently is like a bracelet there now. Yeah, he's got like a bracelet on his wrist now. Maybe it's an artificial arm. I'm not sure. So because he's 18, last time I proposed to her, and he said sorry, like family, you're like my dad's cute brother. I really can't marry you. Yeah, I knew that. I couldn't give it up. I do know people can't always change the way they feel though. Please, so watch over me, vow mine, and become the Wizard King. Just, I, you know I know you'll be able to do it. And then, well, then we have, oh, congratulations, and we have, I think it's Diamante, I believe I think it's Zenor, I think his name is. One of the members of the Dark Triad. He's here. They always know it's one of them because they have that star on his forehead. Yeah, he's here. Why is he here per se? Well, I have heard this is the start of the final arc of Black Clover. I gotta say, it's interesting. In terms of the manga, this is probably the first time Noelle has ever seen Sister Lily. Yeah, her and Mimosa. Mimosa. Now, here's the strange thing about both those two. They actually had met her before in the anime, in anime original episodes. The first one was Mimosa, who met her in the anime original episode. I believe was episode 14 was the first one they ever did for the series, and they didn't do another one again until like I think it was just after they wrapped the Heart Kingdom story arc. Before they jump ahead, they just had to basically have a bunch of amateur content, and then of course that's when Noelle met her. But in terms of manga, Noelle and Mosa had never met Sister Lily before. Nope. And I guess the reason why that the writer himself basically hugely about it probably have us supposed to Lily one more time, her saying no, and it's probably like just get out of the system to one last time. Man, now he's 18, so Asta apparently. So let me get this straight. You're saying that as of right now, since he just turned 18, so that means that the series takes place, of course, with 2 or 3 years. It's possible. But it's interesting that we have the second ever time skip. This is longer than the last one. Last one was 6 months. This was like 15 months. Wow. That is quite something. For the return to the manga, and of course for a pretty good chapter, I'm going to give this chapter a 10 out of 10. Just a really good chapter. Okay, so that's the particular review. Next up is going to be a review for the newest chapter of My Hero Academia. And, well, this should be interesting. Okay, next video. Bye.